Hey guys, so in my recent video I talked about starter ships, and specifically I had talked about the Aurora MR and what a good ship it was. And it is. I still believe it's a very good ship. But, you know, there's another ship that we really need to talk about, and that's the one that I'm currently on that is coming out of Quantum right now. But that is this one. This is the Aegis Titan. I can honestly say I think the Aegis Titan is the best, absolutely the best starter ship, and I did not have one. It's one of those ships that I got much later just to try out because someone had mentioned it, and wow, this ship is the starter ship to get. If you're only going to spend your typical $60, I'm not sure if there's a $45 version of this ship, but if you're going to get your standard $60 ship or starter package, this is the one to get. So let's talk about why that is. I mean, there's a lot to look at, there's a lot to consider, and this ship kind of can do it all. It can do it all very well. Now wait just a sec, wait. I know many of you are going to say, no, the Titan is nowhere near as good as the Cutlass Black. So, yeah. I agree. I can't argue with that. The Cutlass Black is absolutely the better ship. But I cannot say that the Cutlass Black is a starter ship. It's just not. Especially when you consider it starts at $115 for that ship and access to the public test, or the public universe rather. I guess technically also the public test universe. But anyways, it doesn't come with Squadron 42. So you're going to end up paying a lot to get that ship and use it. And like I said, it's a great ship. It's really good. In fact, I had one for a long time, and now I have a red, which I'll talk about later. But yeah, I don't count it as a starting ship. So I can't recommend a new player drop that kind of money in this game when they may not like it. The nice thing about most of the starter packages, they're between $45 and $65. And so with the Titan, it's $65, but the Cutlass is $115. That's a lot. I mean, I just can't recommend that. That's not a starter package at that price point. Now, keep in mind, if you do eventually want to go up to something bigger than that, you can upgrade from one to the other. You don't have to go buy a new ship, which a lot of people do anyways. Anyway, so yeah, I would say Cutlass Black is great. It's a great ship. But the Titan kind of is a Cutlass Mini in a lot of ways. I mean, that's a good way to look at it. So for me, I think we need to talk a little bit about what this ship can and can't do. But I first want to come out, full disclosure, and say that I'm just not a huge fan of what this ship looks like. And I realize that shouldn't be important. But personally, it is an ugly, ugly ship to me. And I think that, you know, that doesn't matter. It shouldn't matter. I mean, it's very functional. But for me, aesthetics are important. And this thing, meh. I don't know. I'm not a fan. One of the nice things about this ship, and one of the reasons why I think a lot of people really like it, is it has an entrance ramp on the back here. That makes your life so much easier, especially when you're doing any kind of cargo or transporting of, well, pretty much anything. Getting in and out via a ramp is awesome. Plus, if you get in here, you can look and see it's got a lot of space. So if you're just doing box missions, you could put, God, 20, 30 boxes in here. I mean, a bunch, a lot of boxes. You have ample space. The next thing that's really nice about this ship is it has a bed. A bed! So I've talked about this before. Having a bed is amazingly important because you'll be able to land on a planet like we are here. And if for whatever reason you got to log out, you got a bed. You can just camp out right there. And then, you know, come back later and in theory, you'll still be here. Now, of course, we've talked about this before. It's not fully in yet, but they're working on it. I mean, I've had it work sometimes and other times not, so I don't know. But that's a really nice feature. So I would say for a starter ship to be a valid starter ship, it really needs a bed. So one of the things that's really important about this ship, so we've talked about the various types of missions you can do. You can do box missions, which we've talked about ad nauseum. You can put a lot of boxes in there and run them all over the system and be the professional UPS Amazon delivery guy if you want. Or you can run cargo, so basically your space trucker. You can go buy cargo, buy low, sell high, that common methodology for making money. But the other thing that this ship can do, and can do very well, is combat. So this ship, if you look at these stats right here, which may not mean anything to you at initial glance, I'll try to explain it a little bit. I need to go in more depth, but this site shows you exactly what this ship can do. It has a size 4 fixed on the front of the ship. That's this weapon right here. Well, it also has 2 size 3 fixed weapons on the side. That's this weapon. And then you can see it also has missiles, and I'll go into those in a second. But you can change these weapons. So you can either keep it as the Mantis GT 22 or 220 right here, which is what's on there, or you can change it to a fixed and mount something bigger. I mean, here's 645, ballistic 672. If you like scatter guns, that's ridiculous. I suck at scatter guns, but in theory, that does a lot of damage. So I mean, you can change it to other things if you want to go with fixed. Now, right now in the meta, I recommend staying with gimbals, but that may change very soon. Missile-wise, so to explain how missiles work real quick, the MSD 313, 322, or 341, what that means, the first number says the size of the mount. So this is a size 3 mount. The next number tells you how many missiles, and the third number is the size of the missile. So if you have an MSD 313, it is a size 3 mount with 1 size 3 missile. A 322 is a size 3 mount with 2 size 2 missiles. And a 341 obviously is a size 3 mount with 4 size 1 missiles. I know that's a little confusing, but that's what that means. But in theory, so if you change this to 2 341s, you could have a total of 8 size 1 missiles on this cargo ship. That's really good. But that's not the best part. That is not remotely the best part. The best part about this ship are the shields. It has 2 shields. Let me give you a comparison here. So if we go to the Arrow, which is one of my favorite ships, the Anvil Arrow, it only has one size 1 shield. And I was playing with a loadout. It says loadout's wrong. Typically, I think it comes with the FR. No, I'll stop. So yeah, it comes with a size 1 shield at 5400 is what it default comes to. This comes with 2 size shields, default to 7200 each. So, I mean, compare that number, 5400 with a 270 refresh, to, holy crap, with a 270 refresh. It's got a lot more shields, and that's really good. And what's refresh is important, so you can actually make this stronger by going away from industrial, going to military. Oops, I didn't mean to hit the... Going to military, take that out of the cart. And now you've got, it's slightly less, but the refresh is literally double. So I need to do a video about what these various types mean: civilian, competition, industrial, military versus stealth. Like, they each mean something different depending on where you are. Same thing, you'll have the same thing with quantum drives. You'll have different styles. Coolers are just, yeah, you have coolers as well. So that's a conversation I need to have about what those things mean. But this ship can do so very much. It's a really good ship. This is a better ship than the Mustang Alpha or the Aurora MR, but you're going to pay for it. So the natural question then is, what do I mean by pay for it? And the simple fact of the matter is, you kind of pay more money for this ship. This ship costs $65 for the ship and the starter package, whereas the Aurora MR and the Mustang Alpha are only $45. I mean, why am I on a table? I know that's not a lot. You know, that's not a big difference. It's not a big deal. But, you know, for some people that could be quite a bit. So anyways, guys, I just wanted to give you the heads up. I truly, truly believe that the Titan is a fantastic ship. It can do everything that you want to do, and I really kind of think of a downside. There really are no downsides that I can think of. You know, it's not going to be a like capital ship. You know, it's going to have limitations, of course, and there are going to be downsides, and a ship specifically designed to do combat is going to beat it, probably. Really, that comes down to the pilot often. You know, it can carry cargo, it can carry boxes, it can do all of the missions and get you from point A to point B very well, and the price is right. I really can recommend it. I think it's a great ship. And yeah, so anyways, guys, I want to thank y'all very much. If you guys like what I'm doing on this channel, do me a favor and, click that button down there that likes it and whatnot, and make a comment down below if there's something else you want to hear. Really appreciate you guys, and I'll see y'all later. Bye now.